Hey YouTube, this is Southern Prepper 1 and welcome to Boots on the Ground. Sorry it's so late. You'll be getting it very, very late. We've been busy. I did a video on what do you think it's going to be like in 6 months, in 12 months. Recession, depression. Got a great many comments. Been reading lots of them. I appreciate your input. At our place, we are full speed ahead preparing for an economic depression. That's the bottom line. Today, just to reinforce what we're doing to tell you, we worked non-stop since this morning. My son was up at 5:02. He literally poured 6.5 pallets of ready mix. That's 60 pounds. There's either 50, I think, on a pallet. He did 6.5 of those pallets by himself, put him in an electric mixer. That's the dedication. That's how I think we don't have much time left. And I'd rather be 6 months early than 6 months late. So that is why we are killing ourselves right now trying to get ready. Plus, it's nice to knock things off the honey-do list and the homesteading list. And that's what we're doing. So I hope you make a list and do not waste any time. You'll regret it. I truly feel you'll regret it, saying, I should have done that, should have done that. So let's get right into Boots on the Ground. Today's small business is Wolfsong Leatherworks. They sent me this. Has a cross, USA, 1776, Southern Prepper 1. Truly appreciate it. So if you want to have your business mentioned, send me an email. You do not have to send me anything. I appreciate it. It does not influence me in putting you up there. But I appreciate that. That is beautiful. So he makes leather products. I will put his link in there and you can check him out. Let's get right into it. MSN reporting the troubling news about the law that will put kill switches in all cars, and they've been talking about it for the last couple of years. But according to an article written by former U.S. Representative Bob Barr, hidden away in the recently passed infrastructure bill, the very one that people have warned about the negative impact, it looks like there's something in there about installing vehicle kill switches into every new car, truck, and SUV sold in the country. That is frightening. If they can control it by remotely, very frightening. Here's info last week. Kerosene in the Athens, Tennessee area was $4.69 per today. Then it went up to $5.99 at the same station. So it was $1.30 more. If you need your kerosene, get it now. As you know, the area in Ukraine where the breakaway republics are voting, this is very important because if Russia recognizes these republics and consider them sovereign territory of Russia, this would mean that any attack on these areas could be meaning as an attack against Russia itself and not just troops inside Ukraine. So this would be a huge escalation. I think Putin wants this. Hopefully, I am not rooting for either side. I'm rooting for peace. Peace is the best answer over there, and to sit down and talk. Also, this person sent me in Germany, for all practical purpose, is the economy of EU. It's the main driving force. Many businesses are or will be closed over winter due to the high cost of energy. They are claiming they have 85% of their national gas reserves full. What they don't tell you is the reserves were sized for 2 months of interruption, no more. So right now Germany is using natural gas that is stored. The pipeline is shut down. Both pipelines, one didn't even get open. The other one is shut down. So I'm hearing reports from people over there that it's bad. And it is going to get catastrophic if they cut the natural gas after they use up their reserves. Catastrophic was people's words that they talked to me about. They said they're also, on this report, creating warming locations so you can stay warm because people will not be able to afford to heat their homes. Also, it's going to affect all kinds of manufacturing, so you're going to have an economic impact in Germany that's going to be severe. This person sent me an article. They have friends that literally live in Kenya, and there's been a 2-year severe drought over there, and people are struggling to get their livestock feed and hay. The cost of hay has doubled in the past 3 months, and what's happening is people are baling hay that they're using contaminated hay. For whatever reason, it's unhealthy and it's not good for the animals, so we're having a lot of problems with the animals eating unhealthy hay and causing deaths. So we're having food problems worldwide. It's just not the U.S. It's not Ukraine can't get their wheat out of the field. It is worldwide. This person said, I'm a survey pilot and was watching a report. The truck drivers that commented on immigrants from Somalia and Africa countries inspired me to write in. A few months ago, I flew into Alexandria, Louisiana, and not only do they have what looks like a refugee camp set up on one of the closed runways, but there's like hundreds and possibly 1,000 RVs or trailers, and they did send pictures to verify this with me. At the hotel I stayed in, the desk attendant was trying to help some African people who didn't speak English to understand they had to go to the bus station to then go wherever they were going to go to. And the government is bringing these peoples in. They're staying a night at this hotel, and then they're being bussed off at the next morning to other parts of the country. And the guy said this is all being done at taxpayers' expense. I live in Illinois, and the electric prices have doubled this summer and are continuing to go up. People are struggling to afford utilities. The situation is dire. I don't know why they say inflation is getting better. It is not getting better, or stores are short on many staple items. They said the financial collapse is imminent, they believe. This is someone sent an article from a local Nashville news station. The bottom line of the message is that a recently retired Tennessee superintendent, and this would be in education, who served 40 years in education, explains why she believes the educational system will collapse in 5 years. It is the nationwide problem. There are lots of fewer teachers and staff, and they cannot meet the demand in the classroom. But also, teachers are being given additional duties and demands, and these comes down from regulations from the state and districts. They say parents are also more demanding and much less supportive of teachers, and the joy of teaching is gone. So basically, they're saying that it could be a collapse of the schools because of lack of workers, and I'm seeing this over and over again. People are leaving, and they cannot get even substitute teachers. Let's go over to North Texas. My wife and I tried to rehome a dog we found. The shelters are full. Staff said that with people losing their jobs and homes, they're unable to take care of their pets. And they're turning them in. Some places are now not guaranteeing that that pet will not be euthanized because there's no space. As they go on, they're saying that desperate help. So if you can help place where they take in abused or even abandoned animals, please do that if you have time to volunteer and help them. It's not just one report, it's many, many reports of this happening. People can't afford to feed themselves, they definitely can't feed their dogs. This is in South Jersey. Things, for now, very well stocked. There are holes, but I can get most of what I need for crazy prices, of course. Last week I bought some pasta sauce at $1.50 a jar. Just went this morning, and the same jar is $2.12. In less than a week, it was a 72-cent jump. Our butter jumped $1 a pound this week. They're saying stock up when you see it. Also, she said, get a locking gas cap for your car. I recommend that too. This is Missouri. Gas went up 30 cents yesterday morning. This person said American consumers are continuing to cope with rising prices and propping up the sagging economy using their credit cards. The total consumer debt rose another $23.8 billion in July to a record $4.644 trillion. And they're saying the consumer debt rose by 6.2%. People are trying to maintain their lifestyle or at least pay their basic bills using the credit card. This will never work. If you figure in credit card debt, student loans, auto loans, but not mortgages, well, when you include mortgages, it's $16.2 trillion in debt. So U.S. consumers are under 16.2. Fox News reported that Biden has signed 99 executive orders since taking office. Most of these came in his first year, and really he's the president that has the most since the 1970s. So, Biden's working on $31 trillion, and really we are all working on $31 trillion, but he is governing by the use of executive orders. just returned from a grocery shop, a grocery store that's part of the Kroger family of stores here in Phoenix. Bought 2 items. Absolutely 0 plastic bags in all the checkout lanes. Plastic bag shortages are everywhere. A lot of reports that the Walmarts are running out. I actually saw it firsthand one time. They were only down to a stack of bags, and within a few minutes they would have been out. This is Oregon. I was at a local auto parts store and picked up various items for our company. We have a charge account there. I picked up some fuel injection additives and other things for the company trucks, and I put it on our account. We usually get 20 to 50% discount for a company charge account. And basically what happened was they bought some items. They were supposed to be $6.49. When they checked out, it came to $10.37, even with a 20% discount. So check your stickers, please, people. It's unbelievable. And the problem is they can't quickly enough, because they don't have enough workers, change the stickers. This is Middle Tennessee Walmart. This person said they got a great deal. They actually had some buckets, 5-gallon buckets on sale for $1.87. So check your Walmart if you're looking for buckets. They might put them on clearance. This person says, my husband is having a major cancer surgery. And today we had our pre-admission meeting with the nurse care team. They told us and then confirmed in a later email the following statement. Our hospital policy is that patients leave all valuables and medications at home. This is still true for most of your medication, except we are now requesting patients who are taking any type of insulin to bring enough insulin with you to the hospital for your stay. I was shocked when I told the nurse that he will be in the ICU for several days before being transferred to a regular room and will not be able to cognitively or physically administer it to himself. They said, don't worry, the insulin will be kept in his room and the nurses will measure and inject him with whatever he needs. I tried to get them to explain the reason for this policy change, but all they would say is that he needs to bring enough insulin with him, and that is likely that he will, if he needs it, they'll do it for him. And this is a major university hospital. It sounds like there's a real problem with getting insulin. So take that for what it's worth. Natural gas bill, this person went from $25.22 up to $57.05 the next month. So over doubled. This is in North Tonawanda. Just produce is pretty empty, not as good. Peanut butter was picked over. Milk and egg selection were very limited, and on and on. Just if you're not seeing this in your area, be very thankful and keep stocking up. I'm a senior citizen with 40 years experience in the grocery business. I am now retired, and I'm very concerned on what I see in local stores in my area. Food is available, but prices have doubled. Quality of the food is not the same. I've been prepping for several years now, and I feel I have a good amount of food. My family still thinks I've gone nuts. They laugh and make jokes. I now hide my purchases. Honestly, I hope they are right and I'm wrong, but I know what is coming, and it's going to be very bad. I continue to look for opportunities to buy things, and then they go in to say, you look for secondhand stores, look for Goodwills and other areas where you can buy items that you're going to need at a very big discount. This is potatoes in southeastern Idaho. Early this week, we discovered that a farm in Grace, Idaho, are selling 50 pounds of potatoes for $15. They are beautiful potatoes, and they cook up really good in French fries. And I guess they buy these and they serve these fresh French fries to their customers for free. Delicious. So look, if you're in an area that grows these potatoes, look for them. I would love to buy a 50-pound bag for $15, fresh from the field. More things about dog food going up, just increasing. Everything is increasing. Home Depot, peat moss or peat bales were $10, now they're 16. Also, potting soil going up, and on and on and on of more and more things going up. My estranged husband is Russian. He's right now in the Donbass area, but he considers himself 100% Russian. So the referendum is not really a sham. These people are taking it very serious. He's been afraid to go home since 2014 for fear of being arrested or shot by the Ukrainians. He loves being part of the Russian, but he's also being very proud of being Ukrainian because he's in the Ukrainian area. So there's going to be a lot of people with probably mixed emotions. I'm eager to see what the final result will be. I went to Costco and Sam's Club and got strawberries. I got some grapes, and they looked fine. Next day, all that product I bought looked moldy. It was no good. So if you buy something, eat it immediately. Do not take the chance because it will go bad very quickly. They also said my grandson had a medical emergency, went to the hospital, had to wait around. Finally, they determined that his appendix needed surgery. Finally, they got him into surgery for a burst appendix. Just basic bottom line is the medical care is not there because there's not enough hospital workers. So moral of the story is try to stay in tip-top physical shape. This person sent some great bullet points from, this is from North Carolina. Crime is increasing exponentially. Murder, shootings, assaults, and break-ins. All up 50% year over year. Gas jumped yesterday 5 to 10 cents at most stations around me. Then they go into all kinds of price increases. Definitely not in the 8 or 9% that the government is saying. These are a lot higher percentage. Their taxes went up $350 this year. Their homeowner taxes went up. Vehicle insurance went up $200 for 6 months. I have never filed a claim in 25 years as a homeowner, and the cars are older and not, they haven't gone up for a while. So increased costs, everything we are buying and consuming and using. This is because of direct relationship to the US dollar going down. Things are not getting really any more expensive. It is just taking more Federal Reserve notes to pay for it. Honda and Toyota, as you all heard probably many times on the news, they're struggling to get components. Also Ford is the same way, and they actually have 45,000 vehicles just sitting where they need some basic chips to put them back on the sales floor and get them sold. I made a fast stop in Walmart in Missouri. My favorite whiskey used to be $13. Actually, it was $12 and then went up to $13. It's really not, excuse me, let me correct that. The favorite whiskey used to be $13. Now it is $12. So we had a drop of $1. Remember during the Soviet Union when they were having their economic times, what was the thing that was always available? The government made sure everyone had cheap vodka. So I'm not saying this is happening, but whiskey's gone from 13 down to 12. Hopefully they won't use that to pacify us. This person said their trash pickup company has just informed them that they need to double bag all of their trash because bags are now being made so thin they're breaking open when the driver is trying to load them. We live in the suburbs about 20 miles outside of Chicago. I haven't noticed any shortages at our local grocery store, but sale items at regular stores are pretty much cleaned out. That is because everyone is looking for a deal. So if you look and you see your shopping flyer come in the mail or you see it on the internet, you might want to shop as soon as possible and not wait further into the week where those good deals are gone. They also said they saw 3-pound bags of Halloween candy for $21. That's $7 for 1 pound of candy. Also, my 90-year-old mother is noticing shortages at their assisted living. They can't get coffee creamer, and they're getting odd stuff, that they normally don't get to substitute for things they normally get. So, if you have a loved one at a nursing home or assisted living, make sure you check on them, make sure they have what they need. I hope you are prepping. I hope you are taking this information, applying it to your purchases, stocking up your pantry. Anything you buy today, you'll be able to probably save money because tomorrow or in the next month or two, they will be more expensive for whatever you buy. Thanks for watching.